हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप सभी? आई होप आप सभी अच्छे होंगे। तो आज का टॉपिक है डायरेक्ट एंड इनवर्स वेरिएशन। लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, इंट्रोडक्शन, डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन, इनवर्स वेरिएशन, टाइम एंड वर्क, प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन पाइप्स एंड सिस्टम्स, स्पीड, यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड, अप्रोचिंग एंड रिजल्टेंट स्पीड। नाउ इंट्रोडक्शन. In the previous class, we have studied about the concepts of ratio, proportion and unitary method. Using these concepts, we shall develop the concept of variation. The term variation in mathematics means a change in one quantity due to change in other related quantity. In this lesson, we will solve the problem of time, work and speed related questions. Time is directly proportional to work when rate of work is constant. Also, the number of workmen is directly proportional to work. But for a given quantity of work, the number of workmen is inversely proportional to time. When there are more men, time required is less to complete a given amount of work. In our daily life, we come across some phrases such as, the more you buy, the more you spend. The less you buy, the less you spend. The faster the speed of a car, the lesser is the time taken to cover a given distance. The more men working on a project, the shorter is the time to complete it. The efficiency of a machine decreases with time. Note that the quantities mentioned in these examples depend on each other. A change in one brings a change in the other. Thus, we conclude that if two quantities are related such that a change in one causes a corresponding change in the other, then we say that one varies as the other. There are two types of variation. First, direct variation. Second, indirect or inverse variation. Now, direct variation. Let us consider the following table which shows various numbers of books each of same cost denoted by X and the corresponding cost denoted by Y. X number of books and Y cost in rupees. 2 books 50 rupees, 3 books 75 rupees, 5 books 125 and 10 books 250. Here we note that there is an increase in cost corresponding to increase in the number of books. Hence, it is a case of direct variation. In this case, if we compare the ratio of different number of books to the corresponding cost, then we have 2 upon 50, 3 upon 75, 5 upon 125, 10 upon 250, 15 upon 375 or 1 upon 25, 1 upon 25, 1 upon 25, 1 upon 25, 1 upon 25. That is, each ratio reduces to 1 upon 25 which is constant. We may express it in a general form as x upon y is equals to k, that is constant. Thus, we conclude that when two quantities x and y vary means change hona, such that the ratio x upon y remains constant and positive, then we say that x and y vary directly and the variation is called a direct variation. In mathematical language, it may be written as x upon y is equals to k or x is equals to ky. Let us consider any two values of x and x1 and x2 with their corresponding values of y, say y1 and y2. We have x1 is equals to k y1 and x2 is equals to k y2. x1 upon x2 is equals to k y1 upon k y2. x1 upon x2 is equals to y1 upon y2, which helps us to find the value of any one of x1, x2, y1 and y2 when other three are known. Now, no more. The relationship x upon y is equals to k may also be written as y alpha x, which read y is directly proportional to x. It is obvious that if x is doubled, y must also be doubled. If x is halved, y must also be halved, and so on. Example करते हैं. Example 1. If the cost of 30 pence of the same value is rupees 1200, find the cost of 25 pence and 13 pence. Solution करते हैं. Let us denote the required cost by x. Now, writing the like terms together, we have number of pence यहाँ लिखेंगे और cost in rupees यहाँ लिखेंगे. Number of pence कितना? 30 pence की cost कितनी है? 1200. तो हमें कितने की निकालनी है? 25 की निकालनी है. That is x. Ratio of the pence is equals to 30 by 25. That is equals to 6 by 5. Ratio of rupees 1200 by x. Since more pence cost more money, so this is a case of direct variation. Therefore, 6 by 5 is equals to 1200 by x. Cross multiply किया. 6x is equals to 1200 into 5. x की वैल्यू निकालनी है. 1200 into 5 upon 6. Solve किया. x is equals to 200 into 5. That is equals to 1000. Thus, the cost of 25 pence is rupees 1000. Now, number of pence कितना? 30. Cost same 1200. We have to find out the cost of 13 pence. That is x. Again, ratio of pence is equals to 13 by 3. Ratio of rupees is equals to 1200 by x. 30 by 13 is equals to 1200 by x. Cross multiply किया. 30 into x is equals to 13 into 1200. x is equals to 13 into 1200 upon 30. Simplify किया. x is equals to rupees 520. Thus, the cost of 13 pence is rupees 520. Now, example 2. Tina types 800 words during 40 minutes. How many words would she type in 15 minutes? Solution करते हैं इसका. Suppose that Tina types x words in 15 minutes. Then the given information can be represented in the following tabular form. Number of words कितना है? 800. कितने टाइम में? 40 मिनट्स में. हमें बताना है 15 मिनट में वो कितने वर्ड्स टाइप करेगी. तो हमने लेट किया x. Since in more time more words can be typed, it is a case of direct variation. So ratio of the words is equals to ratio of number of minutes. Ratio of words is 800 upon x or ratio of minutes is 40 upon 15. Cross multiply किया. करने के बाद x कितना आया? 15 into 800 upon 40. That is solve किया तो कितना आया? 300 words. Hence, she types 300 words in 15 minutes. Now, apply your learning. The cost of 20 pence of the same value is rupees 600. Find the cost of 16 pence. Let कर लो x. Variation बनाओ. Direct variation है. Tabular form में करो और solve करो. इसी तरह से बच्चों एक्सरसाइज आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now, next is inverse variation. Now, let us consider the following table showing various number of workers and the corresponding number of days to complete the work. X number of workers, Y number of days. 40 workers 1 day, 20 workers 2 day, 10 workers 4 day, 8 workers 5 day, 5 workers 8 day, 1 worker 40 days. Here, the number of men are denoted by X and the corresponding number of days by Y. In this case, we observe that when the number of workers increases, the corresponding number of days decreases. But by a careful observation, we find that the product of the corresponding number of workers and days is always the same. 40 into 1 is equals to 40, 20 into 2 is equals to 40, 10 into 4 is equals to 40, 8 into 5 is equals to 40, 5 into 8 is equals to 40, 1 into 40 is equals to 40. That is, the product 40 is constant. In general, it may be expressed as x into y is equals to k, that is constant. Let x1 and x2 be two values of x and their corresponding values of y be y1 and y2. Then x1 y1 is equals to k and x2 y2 is equals to k. x1 y1 upon x2 y2 is equals to k upon k, that is equals to 1. So x1 y1 is equals to x2 y2, or you can say x1 upon x2 is equals to y2 upon y1. Hence, we conclude that if two quantities x and y vary such that their product xy remains constant, then we say that x and y vary inversely and the variation is called inverse variation. The relation x1 upon x2 is equals to y2 upon y1 is used to find the value of any one of x1, x2, y1 and y2 if the other three are known. Example करते हैं. Example 1. In a boarding house of 270 boys, there is food provision for 60 days. If 30 more boys join the boarding house, how long will the provision last? Solution करते हैं. Obviously, more the boys, the sooner would the provision exhaust. It is therefore the case of inverse variation. The number of boys in the two situations are 270 and 270 plus 30, that is 300 respectively. If the provision for x days when the number of boys increased from 270 to 300, we can have the following table. Number of boys, number of days. 270 boys, number of days is 60. 300 boys, number of days is x. Here, the ratio between the like terms are 270 upon 300 and 60 upon x. 60 upon x. Since the problem is of inverse variation, we will invert the ratio and then equate them. x upon 60. क्यों? ये हमारा माना जाए तो ये y1 है और ये y2 है, तो y2 ऊपर आएगा, इन्वर्स करेंगे, इन्वर्स रिलेशन है, तो x अपॉन 60 इज इक्वल टू 270 अपॉन 300. x की वैल्यू निकालेंगे, 60 डिवाइड हो रहा है, अपोजिट साइड जाके क्या हो गया, मल्टीप्लाई. नाउ x इज इक्वल टू 270 बाय 5, दैट इज इक्वल टू 54. Therefore, the provision will last for 54 days. Example 2. A car finishes a journey in 9 hours at a speed of 60 km per hour. By how much should its speed be increased so that it may take only 6 hours to finish the same journey? Solution करते हैं. Let us denote the desired speed of the car by x km per hour. Then we have number of hours and speed of the car in km per hour. 9 hours किस स्पीड पे, 60. कितनी स्पीड पे हमें करना है, 6 hours, तो कितनी स्पीड होगी हमारी, x. Since the greater speed will take lesser time, therefore the number of hours and speed vary inversely. So 9 upon 6 is equals to x upon 60 or x upon 60 is equals to 9 upon 6. x की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करेंगे, 60 अपोजिट साइड जाके क्या हो जाएगा, मल्टीप्लाई 9 अपॉन 6 इंटू 60 इज इक्वल्स टू 6, 10, 9 इंटू 10 इज इक्वल्स टू 90. Increase in speed is equals to 90 minus 60 km per hour, that means 30 km per hour. Thus, the required increase in speed is 30 km per hour. इतनी स्पीड उसे बढ़ानी पड़ेगी. Now, apply your learning. 45 cows can graze a field in 30 days. How many cows will graze the same field in 9 days? 45 cows 13 days में, तो कितनी काउ 9 days में, तो काउस क्या करनी पड़ेंगी, बढ़ानी पड़ेंगी, तभी तो डेज क्या होंगे, कम होंगे. इनवर्स रिलेशन है, टेबुलर फॉर्म में करो और सॉल्व करो. इसी तरह से बच्चों एक्सरसाइज आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज टाइम एंड वर्क. फर्स्ट, if A can finish a piece of work in 9 days, the work done by A in 1 day is equals to 1 upon 9. Second, if A's 1 day work is equals to 1 upon 9, then the time taken by A to finish the work is equals to 9 days. एग्जाम्पल करते हैं. एग्जाम्पल 1. A can do a piece of work in 12 days while B can do in 24 days. In how many days can they do it if they work together? Solution करते हैं. Work done by A in 1 day कितना? 1/12. Work done by B in 1 day is equals to 1/25. Work done by A plus B in 1 day. तो दोनों के काम को क्या कर देंगे हम? ऐड कर देंगे. 1/12 plus 1/24. एलसीएम लिया 24. 2 plus 1/24 that is equals to 3/24. A plus B together will complete the given work is equals to 1 divided by 3/24. 1 multiply किया तो 24/3. 3 8s are 24. 8 days. Hence A and B together can finish the work in 8 days. Now example 2. 6 persons can complete constructing a building in 7 days. How many days will it take if 21 person do the job? सॉल्यूशन करते हैं इसका. 6 पर्सन कंप्लीट अ वर्क इन 7 days. 1 पर्सन को कितना लगेगा? ज्यादा. कितना? 7 into 6 is equals to 42 days. तो 21 पर्सन को कम लगेगा. 21 पर्सन कैन कंप्लीट इट इन 42/21 is equals to 2 days. Thus 21 persons will take 2 days to complete the job. Now example 3. A and B can do a piece of work in 18 days. B and C in 24 days. A and C in 36 days. In what time can they it all working together? How much time will A alone can finish the job? Solution करते हैं इसका. A plus B's 1 day work is equals to 1/18. B plus C's 1 day work is 1/24. A plus C's 1 day work is equals to 1/36. Adding we get 2 under bracket A plus B plus C's 1 day work that is equals to 1/18 plus 1/24 plus 1/36 क्योंकि A भी 2 times, B भी 2 times और C भी 2 times. तो 2 times A plus B plus C's 1 day work add कर दिया that is equals to 4 plus 3 plus 2/72 is equals to 9/72. LCM लिया that is equals to 1/8. नाउ ये क्या है? डबल. तो A प्लस B प्लस C's 1 day वर्क 2 अपोजिट साइड जाके क्या हो जाएगा? डिवाइड. दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 1/16. Thus A, B and C together can finish the work in 16 days. Now A's 1 day's work is equals to A plus B plus C's day's work minus तीनों का माइनस B प्लस C का 1 day वर्क माइनस करेंगे तो A का एक दिन का काम आ जाएगा. 1/16 minus 1/24. 48 LCM. 3 minus 2 is equals to 1/48. Hence A alone can finish the work in 48 days. Now next is problems on pipes and cisterns. A cistern tank is connected with 2 types of pipes. The pipe which fills the tank is known as inlet and the one which empties it is known as outlet. If a pipe fills a water tank in 9 hours, then the part of the tank filled in 1 hour is 1/9. If an outlet can empty a tank in X hours, we say that the part of tank emptied in 1 hour is -1/x क्योंकि वो खाली कर रहा है. एग्जाम्पल करते हैं. एग्जाम्पल 1. Pipe A can fill an empty tank in 5 hours while pipe B can empty the full tank in 6 hours. If both are opened in the empty tank, how much time will they take to fill it up completely? Solution करते हैं. Pipe A can fill an empty tank in 5 hours and pipe B can empty the full tank in 6 hours. If both are open together, then pipe A plus B's 1 hour work, दोनों का एक एक आर का काम 1/5 -1/6, क्योंकि ये फिल करता है और ये क्या करता है, एम्प्टी करता है। तो माइनस में 1/5 माइनस 1/6, एलसीएम लिया 30, 6 - 5 = 1/30. So time taken to fill the tank if both the pipes are open together is 30 hours. Now example 2. A cistern has two inlets A and B which can fill it in 12 minutes and 15 minutes respectively. An outlet C can empty the full cistern in 10 minutes. If all the three pipes are open together in the empty tank, how much time will they take to fill the tank completely? Solution करते हैं इसका. A can fill the cistern in 12 minutes. B can fill the cistern in 15 minutes. A can empty the cistern in 10 minutes. When all the three pipes are opened, then A plus B plus C is 1 minute work. 1/12 plus 1/15. क्यों ये दोनों फिल कर रहे हैं? -1/10 क्योंकि ये क्या कर रहा है? एम्प्टी कर रहा है. एलसीएम लिया 60. 5 plus 4 minus 6 is equals to 3/60 is equals to 1/20. So the tank will be filled up in 20 minutes. Now apply your learning. A shopkeeper has just enough money to buy 50 chairs worth rupees 1500 each. If each chair costs rupees 40 more, then how many chairs would he be able to buy with the amount of money? कॉस्ट बढ़ गई, नंबर ऑफ चेयर्स क्या हो जाएंगी? कम. इनवर्स रिलेशन है, टेबुलर फॉर्म में करके खुद ट्राई करेंगे. इसी तरह से बच्चों एक्सरसाइज आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज स्पीड. द स्पीड ऑफ अ मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट is the distance moved by it in unit time. If a car travels 50 km in 1 hour, then the speed of the car is 50 km per hour and it is written as 50 km. When we say the speed of the car is 50 km per hour, we mean its average speed is kilometer per hour. By speed, we mean average speed unless stated otherwise. Now next is uniform speed. If an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then its speed is said to be constant, uniform. The distance, speed and time taken are connected by the following relation. First, speed is equals to distance upon time. Second, distance is equals to speed into time and time is equals to distance upon speed. Now, conversion of units of speed. First, to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we multiply the speed with 5/18. Thus, 36 km per hour is equals to 36 multiplied by 5/18 meter per second, that is equals to 10 meter per second. Second, to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, we multiply the speed with 18/5. Opposite हो जाएगा. Thus, 12 minute per second is equals to 12 into 18/5 kilometer per hour, that is 43.2 kilometer per hour. Example करते हैं. Example 1. Reena took her scooty from house to the school in 5 minutes. If the speed of scooty was 36 km per hour, find the distance between their house and the school. Solution करते हैं इसका. Speed of the scooty is 36 km per hour. We know that the rule of distance is equals to क्या होता है? Speed into time. So distance is equals to 36 into 5/60 किलोमीटर, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 3 किलोमीटर. स्पीड कितनी है? 36 इंटू टाइम कितना है? टाइम कितना लिया उसने? 5 मिनट्स. मिनट्स में है तो कितना? 5/60. उसको किस में कन्वर्ट कर लिया? आर में. 3 किलोमीटर. दस द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द हाउस एंड द स्कूल इज 3 किलोमीटर. नाउ एग्जाम्पल 2. राकेश शर्मा टेक्स 75 steps per minute. If the length of each step is 60 centimeter, find his speed in kilometer per hour. Solution करते हैं इसका. In 1 minute, Rakesh Sharma takes 75 steps. In 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, he takes कितने steps? 75 into 60, that is 4500 steps. So, distance traveled in 60 minutes is equals to कितना distance cover किया? 4500 into 60 centimeter. 4500 into 60 upon 100 into 1000 kilometer. That is equals to 2.7 kilometer. So, Rakesh Sharma's speed is equals to 2.7 kilometer per hour. Now, example 3. If I walk at 5 kilometer per hour, I miss a train by 7 minutes. If, however, I walk at 6 kilometer per hour, I reach the station 5 minutes before the departure of the train. What is the distance between my house and the station? Solution करते हैं इसका. Let the required distance is equals to 1 kilometer. हम मानते हैं कि वो 1 kilometer है. Time taken to cover 1 kilometer at 5 kilometer per hour, that is equals to 1 upon 5 hour, that is equals to 1 upon 5 into 60. Minutes में convert कर दिया 12 minutes. Time taken to cover 1 kilometer at 6 kilometer per hour, 1 upon 6 hour, 1 upon 6 into 60 minutes में convert किया, that is 10 minutes. Difference in time taken, कितना difference लिया? जब वो 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर से जा रहा है तो 12 minutes, 6 किलोमीटर पर आवर जा रहा है तो 10 minutes. तो कितना difference है? 2 minutes. But actual difference in time is equals to 7 plus 5 minutes, that is equals to 12 minutes. If difference in time is कितना है? 12 minutes. Then distance कितना हुआ? 1 upon 2 into 12. 2 6 are 12. Now 6 kilometer. So the required distance is equals to 6 kilometer. Now example 4. A train traveling at 45 kilometer per hour crosses a signal post in 22 seconds. It passes a platform in 42 seconds. Find the length of the train and the platform. Solution करते हैं इसका. We have speed of the train कितना है? 45 किलोमीटर पर आवर. मीटर पर सेकंड में कन्वर्ट किया 45 इंटू 5 बाय 18, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 25 बाय 2 मिनट पर सेकंड. डिस्टेंस इज इक्वल्स टू स्पीड इंटू टाइम. स्पीड है 25 बाय 2 इंटू 22, दैट इज 275 मीटर. लेंथ ऑफ द ट्रेन इज इक्वल्स टू 275 मिनट. नाउ अगेन द रूल ऑफ डिस्टेंस, स्पीड इंटू टाइम. स्पीड कितनी है? 25 बाय 2 इंटू 42. टाइम कितना लिया? 42 मिनट्स, दैट इज 525 मीटर. लेंथ ऑफ द रेलवे प्लेटफॉर्म इज इक्वल्स टू टोटल डिस्टेंस माइनस लेंथ ऑफ द ट्रेन. टोटल डिस्टेंस कितना कवर किया? 525 मीटर. और ट्रेन का कितना लेंथ है? 275 मीटर. उसको माइनस कर दिया तो प्लेटफॉर्म कितना है? 250 मीटर. नाउ एग्जाम्पल 5. Hari Prasad walks at 4/5 of his usual speed and reaches his office 4 minutes late. Find the usual time taken by him to his office. Solution करते हैं इसका. If the speed is reduced 4/5 times, speed कम हुई, then the time will increase. Time increase होगा कितना? 5/4 times. Thus 5/4 of his usual time माइनस यूजुअल टाइम, तो कितना लेट? दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 4 मिनट. सो 1/4 ऑफ यूजुअल टाइम इज इक्वल्स टू 4 मिनट्स. तो यूजुअल टाइम कितना है? अपोजिट साइड जाके मल्टीप्लाई, 4 इंटू 4 इज इक्वल्स टू 16 मिनट. सो हरि प्रसाद टेक्स यूजुअली 16 मिनट्स. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज अप्रोचिंग एंड रिजल्टेंट स्पीड. If two objects are in motion, then we have to consider the approaching speed. This approaching speed would depend upon the speed of both the objects. Now A part, two objects moving in opposite direction. if two objects move in exactly opposite, एक इधर और एक इधर, then the approaching speed would be the sum of their individual speeds. For example, if two trains move in opposite directions at speeds 30 km per hour and 70 km per hour, then the approaching speed would be 70 plus 30 km in 1 hour, that is 100 km per hour. B. Two objects moving in the same direction. If two objects move in the same direction, then the approaching speed would be the difference of their individual speeds. For example, if two trains move in the same direction at speeds 30 km per hour and 70 km per hour, then the approaching speed would be 70 minus 30 km per hour, that is equals to 40 km per hour. Here the faster train would overtake the slower train at 20 km per hour. Now see boats moving in stream. First, if a boat moves in the same direction of the current, then the resultant speed would be the sum of the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the current. For example, if the speed of a boat in still water be 7 km per hour and the speed of the current is 2 km per hour, then the resultant speed would be 7 plus 2 km per hour, that is equals to 9 km per hour. Now second, if a boat moves in the opposite direction of the current, then the resultant speed would be the difference of their speeds. For example, if the speed of a boat in still water is 7 km per hour and the speed of the current is 2 km per hour, then the speed of the boat against the current is 7 minus 2 km per hour, that is equals to 5 km per hour. Example करते हैं, example 1. A and B are two railway stations which are 600 km apart. A train leaves station A at 8 am and moves towards B at 30 km per hour. Another train leaves B at the same time and moves towards A at 50 km per hour. When and where will they cross each other? Solution करते हैं इसका. Since the trains move in opposite direction, therefore the approaching speed is equals to 30 plus 50 km per hour, that is equals to 80 km per hour. Time is equals to कितना? Distance upon speed. Distance is 600 upon 80. Time taken is equals to 7.5 hours. The train will cross each other after 7 hours 30 minutes. Hence, the trains will cross each other at 3:30 p.m. To find where they would cross each other, we can consider any one of the trains. Let us take the train that left station B. Distance travelled by that train in 7.5 hours is equals to time into speed. Time is 7.5 and speed is 50 km. 15 upon 2 into 50, that is 375 km. Hence, the train will cross each other at distance of 375 km from station B. Now, example 2. Two trains 132 meter and 108 meter in length and running towards each other on parallel lines. One at the rate 32 km per hour and another at 40 km per hour. In what time will they clear off each other from the moment they meet? Solution करते हैं इसका. The relative speed of the train is equals to 32 plus 40 km per hour, that is equals to 72 km per hour. That is equals to 72 into 5 by 18 meter per second, that is equals to 20 meter per second. Time taken by the trains in passing each other is equals to sum of the length of the train divided by relative speed. Length कितनी है? 132 plus 108 upon speed कितनी है? 20 seconds. राइट? तो कितना हुआ 240 अपॉन 20 इज इक्वल टू 12 सेकेंड. Hence, the train will cross each other in 24 seconds. Now, example 3. The speed of a boat in still water is 6 km per hour and the speed of a stream is 4 km per hour. The boat is rowed downstream for a certain distance and returns to the straight point. Calculate the average speed. Solution करते हैं इसका. Let the distance downstream is equals to 1 unit. Resultant speed downstream is equals to 6 plus 4 km per hour, that is equals to 10 km per hour. So time for downstream journey is equals to 1 upon 10 hour. The distance upstream is equals to 1 unit. Resultant speed upstream 6 minus 4 km per hour, that is 2 km per hour. Time for upstream journey is equals to 1 upon 2 hour. Total time 1 upon 10 downstream and 1 upon 2 hours in upstream. दोनों को ऐड किया, that is equals to 6 upon 10, that is equals to 3 by 5 hours. Total distance is equals to कितना है 2 किलोमीटर. Average speed is equals to distance upon time 2 upon 3 upon 5 km per hour. 2 into 5 by 3 km per hour, that is equals to 3 is to 1 upon 3 km per hour. Now next is apply your learning. A boat can go at 16 km per hour in still water. It goes downstream for a distance of 60 km in 6 hours. Find the speed of the stream. तो ये तो हमारा क्या है, यहाँ से हमारी क्या निकल जाएगी, स्पीड निकल जाएगी दोनों की. और आप वहां से क्या निकाल सकते हो, ये बोट की स्पीड गिवन है, हमें किसकी निकालनी है, स्पीड ऑफ द स्ट्रीम. तो ये क्वेश्चन आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. तो इस तरह से बच्चों एक्सरसाइज आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. आई होप आपको चैप्टर समझ आया. इसका रिवीजन आप खुद कीजिए.